through many different lenses, I guess. So another action that was caused by this quote, the urge to save humanity is almost always just a false face of the urge to rule it. Another action that it caused me to do is that it made me, because there's another quote, by the way, after that, that struck me, is that there are some ideas so absurd that only an intellectual could believe them. And if I remember correctly, this is by George Orwell. Also, I got from the comment section. And these two quotes combined, it made me Google the very definition of an intellectual. So apparently, this is the Merriam-Webster's definition of an intellectual: a person possessing a highly developed intellect. Let's see what we will find. Highly developed intellect. How? Who was the entity that developed this? I guess that's another. What is the motivations under the, what are the motivations? Because that also matters, I guess, where this individual had his intellect developed. Is it in a school, in a university? Who's running the university? What kind of character? What kind of character does the people running the institutions possess, where this person had developed his intellect? Because that also matters, I guess. Highly developed intellect. How does one's intellect get developed? The manner, because those are the things, I guess, that matters. Because there are people who, let's say, they are intellectuals. Of course, the ones who are in power, I guess, because they got access to more education or something like this. They are more credible. They spent years of studying things, and they have all the credentials to earn the title of being an intellectual, let's say. Then they create their own little world. In a way, they exclude themselves to the masses. And then they are the ones who make the rules, the laws, the whatever it is, for the rest of the world to follow, which is very bizarre because they have their own little world. They excluded themselves, and then they make the rules that everyone should. You see how it doesn't work, how weird it is. You see how bizarre it is. Because let's say the world I'm speaking about, the first class flights, the exclusive, members only, privileged clubs, the golf clubs, the whatever it is that a common folk doesn't have access to. It's its own little world. And mostly the ones who are in power, who has the authority, who are the intellectuals, sort of exist in this ecosystem. They don't bother. Some, not all, like I said. Some don't bother to exist within the world that they are trying to rule, that they are trying to govern. Because why? He. It's so weird now that I really think about it. And I am speaking in a perspective how I saw it in the Philippines, at least how I saw it in the Philippines. Because the rich people there, the politicians, they are their own sort of world. They don't line up when they go to government offices. They don't suffer the consequences of the floods. They always have reservations whenever they go somewhere. And then they don't really know how it's like to live as a person who's earning minimum wage. There are very few, of course, of these politicians that manage to get elected, that they come from the masses. But a lot of them came from a dynasty. Now that I'm thinking about it, there is this gap, this divide of it's weird. It's strange to me. It's very strange. And also, another thing that I unearthed in my brain is the battle between the left and right of the politics. It's so weird to me also. Because it's either the left or the right. It's so weird because it's not either or. For me at least, how I see it. There should be that group of individuals who can blend the two together properly and act accordingly to what the situation requires. What do you think? Because there are things that the right wing gets right, and there are things that the left wing gets right. Everybody has its own contributions, I guess. Nobody is really totally wrong. They might be wrong in a specific situation, let's say, but in another situation, you can apply the approach and it will work. You see, I'm I am so weirded out or fascinated even by the people who have this ability to, this is one thing that I believe in, and this is one thing this is the only one approach that I will live my life according to. Like, how does that work? How does that work? Because every situation is different. Every individual is different. Every individual, every country, even the, this is a straightforward example. The places where each country is in terms of geography, it's different. Do you get what I mean? I'm still working on the way I word my ideas, but I really do hope that you get what I mean. There are some solutions that the countries that experiences winter, there are some solutions that could work there that will not work in the countries that only have 2 seasons. You see? There are so many things. There's no... And the only way to see this is that if the person is an intellectual, let's say, if a person is an intellectual, if the person is privileged in he comes from a powerful family, before he decides to run for any position, I guess, or political sort of, there should be that effort or interest to know what's out there outside of his privileged world. What's really out there? What's going on? What the people are, what are they talking about? What kind of things that impacts their daily lives? What is it? Because if you're someone who is in the privileged realm, even 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 some of the crimes are not crimes for you. You can just pay for it, the fine, and you're free to go. But to the common folk, he cannot pay the fine, he'll go to jail, and what happens to the family? So you see, it's a very different world.